Okay, so YouTube should be back. And it looks like I am, in fact, live. Now, guys, hopping in and out, thank you so much for your patience. I super appreciate it. We're going to figure all this out. And I'm just going to make sure this stream will actually stay live and stay stable. Which it looks like it will. Okay, so on the technical side, I'm live at least on Twitch. Okay. Okay, YouTube is all right. Thanks, Bashley. Like I said, sorry for the trouble. We'll get this figured out. Give me like a week or two, and I'll be able to act like I actually do this kind of stuff.
Travel mode deactivated.
Now, I think for the series, given it's been in and out like this, I probably am just gonna have to download all the VODs, and I'll have to like edit it together as an episode. Because I certainly wouldn't want you guys to have to sit down for this kind of stuff. No horizontal technical stuff can be quite nuisance. Just figured it out without. Appreciate it. Well, we are still doing missions though, so that part hasn't. And the funny thing is, every individual piece, like the issues I've had, aren't related to each other as far as I can find. Like what just happened now was on this PC, like the streaming PC, whereas before it was a problem with the main computer. So it's like, oh my god. All right, so what are we doing again? Fatal attraction. Okay, so this is gonna be getting rid of mines, is what this is gonna be.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, so YouTube is up and running. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It looks like it is stable.
Travel mode activated. Minotaur. Sentinel. Travel mode deactivated.
All right, let's see here. Okay, so we're back to doing a couple missions. This is the guild mission that we were doing. I don't want to get too, cocky.
Danger.
Yeah, see, this thing is tough enough that it kind of doesn't even matter. Now, this is kind of a shotgun spread to my weapon, though, so it's like... See, I almost wish, like, Argon had, like, good beam weapons that I could pair up with this thing. Let's see if he hits. Yep, there we go.
Thanks for your help.
Alright, so then we're gonna need to do probably a rescue.
Travel mode activated.
Well, and the funny thing is, this is supposed to be like a money-making endeavor, but I keep spending money on new things.
Travel mode deactivated.
Alright, let's boost, just so this doesn't take forever. Okay, so Twitch and, yep, they look good. They both look good, maybe about 5 minutes in. So we're good to go.
Travel mode deactivated.
Have you gone into some of the weapon testing? That was a beta. A little bit. There's been a ton of changes though. So there's the Argon side of it, like the Argon specialist kind of guns, I didn't like all that much. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I really like well, I'll show you in a second. Like, after we get done with this mission, we're gonna hop back over to the Quasar, and we're gonna upgrade. So we're gonna try to mix and match today. Like, this, like, shotgun-style weapon, something like this, or something that does a ton of damage is what I want, but things warp away so much that you almost need, like, mixed munitions at this point. And I'll show you what I mean. Like, if you're fighting these Xenon and you've got these, like, pulse kind of weapons, they take, I'm trying to find the words to best describe what I mean here. Like, you get these weapons that can disable engines and stuff, which is really, really nice to actually have. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about this. Let's get to...
Engine stopped.
So for this one, we gotta actually take the ship over, and then fly it to safety.
Envoy.
So what I mean is, like, you can have these weapons seem to do so little damage, or they seem unable to actually slow down the enemy, and so you wind up with having to either line up perfect shots or you're not doing very good DPS. So we're gonna experiment a little bit though. So what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll probably have a couple lasers on the outside, and then the inside 4 guns will be some of the highest DPS that we can. Oh yeah, that's way too far away. They'll be some of the highest DPS that we can get to.
Docking granted.
And then we'll see if that works, and see if the mixed munitions will actually be effective. So I'll have weapon groups set to number 1 and number 2. I may even do 3 groups to where I've got the anti-shield and anti-engine guns on number 1, the heavy damage on number 2, and then everything on number 3 when I want to actually use all of them.
Envoy.
Yeah, that was way too far away. This thing gets so drifty that you fly away. I mean, although with this, I don't know why we're even worried about it. We'll even get rid of a couple of them just to open the pathway. There we go.
Drill. Mineral. Sentinel. Mine.
Yeah, you might be able to. Sometimes you can get them in a group.
Engine stopped. Envoy.
Okay, yep, still is pretty good, so I'm not sure what happened before there. Okay, now so I usually have like Terran Pearl Mark II and my Envoy, then just work fine. Yep, also not experimented much myself. The only thing is that I find mass drivers now very appealing for large slots. Yeah. Now I have done some messing around with the AI.
Sentinel. Docking is not possible.
Oh yeah, we gotta do this. I'm getting distracted from the
Scan mode
conversation too.
activated.
I've done some experimenting with the AI, like the large ship AI, and it seems to work really, really well. I haven't tried out a lot of the different weapon types yet to see what I like better. I tend to get messy though. Like I tend to just overwhelm. Like I'll build like I'm like, okay, I need like 4 ships, so I'll send 8, and then you just slaughter everybody. So sometimes it's just you just go for numbers. Where
Engine
is
stopped.
our? There it is, right there.
Engine stopped.
Now that they'll avoid station guns, it seems like the higher the range, the better.
Docking granted.
Okay, so let's get to... And our own ship is pushing us into the mines. Really? That was your piloting decision? Was to push me straight into that mine? Okay, and then it should assign a station here in just a second. We'll fly to that. I've tried cheesing this too, to where like it'll like to see if it'll let me like keep some of the modules and stuff, but nah, it never does that. Okay, so the envoy is leaving, which we don't want that. So let's have the envoy come back here and dock. Yeah, we'll finish this, we'll finish up these guild missions, and then once these guild missions are finished, we'll head back over to the small ship and play around with the weapons and stuff. I haven't seen any major, like, Xenon attacks yet, but,
Travel mode deactivated.
if that's not the case, we'll just have to go find one. Also, too, once we land this, we gotta check in with our scout ship, because the scout ship should have flown over and done all of its upgrades by now. I think this has a docking computer. Yeah, you can tell
Identifying criminal.
There we go, that was good enough. Alright, so we'll turn this back in and get paid. And then I think there's one more just mining mission, or destroy mines type of mission after this, and that should be it.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Alright, so transfer ownership. Yeah, see, that's not so bad. It's the doors right there. Although, I would say this, even with this ship, you still have to run all the way across. I guess it depends on which direction you actually land on the... Now, is my envoy back? It is. But I don't think it landed yet. While we're waiting for the envoy to land, this wouldn't be a bad time to just look around and see if there's any... See if there's anybody that we can hire. Nope, you'll cost too much. I think she was a captain anyway. Let's see. You...
Hello there.
Belly Polar. Okay, so you can go... Actually, you know what? I need a captain for the H.
Thanks for hiring me.
Congratulations, you are a certified Xenon captain. And let's see if you're affordable. You are
Hello there.
not. That's
Good
gonna be
luck out there.
200,000. But yeah, we'll keep the, like I was saying before, how's the stream doing? Alright, so it looks like it's still pretty stable. We're gonna keep we'll keep the H, and then any other Xenons that we get, we'll just add to the H fleet.
Hello there.
He has no skills whatsoever. I guess we'll train him up.
You won't regret hiring me.
Because we need like 7 or 8 of these guys. Alright, and that's everybody that I can see. I kind of don't want to chase around more people on the station. We'll be able to we'll get more at the next station.
Fast traveled. Envoy.
Sir.
Alright, so now we need to go fly to a ship and probably get rid of all of the mines surrounding that ship, and then this sequence will be done.
Travel mode at mines. Sentinel.
But yeah, what I'll do as far as the episode goes, I was just gonna put the live stream just as is, just insert it right into the playlist, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. With the issues that I've had, what I'll be able to do is edit and kind of cut all that down so that it'll be a lot more palatable, I think. We'll do this again with the station building, so hopefully that'll go a little smoother. I'll be a little smarter. I'll actually do some tests and stuff before we start.
Unknown object.
Can I shoot him from all the way back here? I don't think so.
Friend foe mine. Unknown object.
Yeah, see these shotgun type shells? They're not very accurate at all.
Engine stopped. Friend foe mine.
Gonna make sure I don't hit. Yeah, for general mission running, I'm not that impressed with this ship, to tell you the truth. Everything else, it's fantastic,
Engine
but
stopped.
this kind of stuff, not very good. Are you coming after me? The only thing I don't like about the, about some of the Argon ships is the speed. Like, when you're used to using parented ships, you really, really miss the speed boost when it's not there.
Friend foe mine.
And it looks like the missile on this, or I would say the hull turret, the beam weapon on this, its default, heats up really, really fast. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it heating up this fast
Friend
before.
foe mine.
Yeah, maybe the envoy has come back down to Earth a little bit.
Friend foe mine. Unknown friend foe mine.
Yeah, see these, I mean, I expect it from these,
Engine stopped.
what are these? I'm not even remembering the, yeah, these shard batteries, I would expect them to be a little bit scattered and kind of inaccurate, but I would have expected this beam to be a lot more accurate than it is.
Friend foe mine.
I didn't notice a change to this in the notes, but I guess I could have just not noticed that. Let them reload. Yeah, we'll change out ships here. Once this one's done now, we've got, what, 2 more mines? Oh, here's one right there.
Unknown object.
It'd almost be faster just to charge over top of them, tell you the truth. I don't think they can kill us. Not in one shot.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Great work.
Alright, so let's switch out. And, we've got probably, what, 900,000 at this point? And we're gonna take a look at our guns, and we're gonna play around with some of the different, armaments. On a ship that has the guns to be able to handle that. So, like, where is our pulsar is in Hatikva's choice. It's docked right, oh, it's docked at the equipment dock. Okay, that's perfect. I always tend to lean into the borons for my ships and just love their design. Way so much, especially the Hydra. Yeah, the boron have, I mean, just the whole boron range of ships are just absolutely awesome. You've not long started the game, loving the Kurakami so far. For a personal flyer, yeah. Yep. There's one that the, and I haven't used it very much, there's one that the Alliance of the Word, or whatever they're called, the, let me go to missions here. Yeah, Alliance of the Word actually has their own ship, that's unique specifically to them, and that one is an awesome starter ship, if you have the standings with them to be able to fly it.
Travel mode activated.
Actually, I need to take a look at that ship, because if that's an Argon ship, like an Argon design, because they're like a mix of a little bit of everything, because if that's an Argon design, that would be open game for us as well.
Hatikva's choice.
Actually, let's do that. Let me, let's head over. I'm gonna go over, let's find the, I know where one of their stations are. I'm gonna head over to that station, and we're gonna take a look at that ship. And see if that's one that'll actually be appropriate for this playthrough. It'll open up a little, we'll be able to open up a little bit of the highway while we're doing it, too. Alright, videos so far, maybe get all the DLC adding. I got you spending some money today, that's cool.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, this game's great, though. I'm really curious to see, I do like the ship DLCs that they've done, but I was at the point, after this one came out, I'm like, okay, this is great, but I did want to see, okay, when's the next full-on expansion, and it looks like we're getting to that now. Now, I don't know, they haven't really said anything, like, official, but supposedly the next expansion that they do is going to be, like, a full-size kind of deal. So, that I really like, because those usually come with tons of different new ships and stuff like that, which is really, really cool. Yeah, the videos helped me a ton of cool. I'm glad they helped. Thanks for watching, too. I appreciate the support.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
Yeah, we'll take a full lap here, and we'll open up our... Yeah, see, like, I'll build stations here, and then maybe to trade with the Talati when we're getting to that stage. We'll stick to kind of our own home sectors and the sectors that we conquer, which we'll do a few of those, hopefully. Now, the goals that I'm talking about, though, are ambitious. I mean, it's gonna take...
Entering system. Right.
It's gonna take time, for sure. Like, I would imagine... I mean, I'm not gonna have that long of videos, but I would imagine the amount of playtime to actually be able to do all of the things that I'm talking about doing, like taking out like a lot of the Terran defenses. I mean, we're probably talking 100 hours, I would think, of the game,
Travel mode activated.
depending on how fast we do things. Game feels massive as it is. The fact that the world changes as you go is insane. Yeah, it's awesome. The only thing, like, I love, like, the stations are never the same. There's a few static, like, wharfs and shipyards and stuff. Equipment docks tend to always be in the exact same place every time you have a playthrough.
Entering Trinity Sanctum.
I do wish there was more conflict. And so, but they do have, through the diplomacy tree, they do have something you can activate that causes a lot more chaos within the game world. So maybe one of these days we'll do a playthrough here. That should be their station there. But I do wish there was a lot more chaos and a lot more fighting between the factions. Nope, I was wrong. Oh, wait, I think I just passed it. Yep, there it is right there.
Terranid Wharf.
Yeah, so this is a Paranid Wharf, but it's for the Alliance of the Word faction. When you do the Boron quest, for you guys that own the Boron DLC, this is the Alliance of the Word. That's the faction you work for them.
Docking granted.
Hopefully it'll let me look at the ship. If it won't, maybe I'll pull it up. We'll just pull it up in the browser. For some reason offhand, I can't remember the name of the boat. But it's really cool. It's a small ship. Okay,
Docking complete.
so buying ships. Let's see, small. Okay, am I allowed to buy them? Okay, cool. And see, they have a huge mix. Like, they've got some Argon ships here. They've got, you know, the Talati ships are over here. The Nodan. This is, oh, we can get one. So this is like, I love the look of the ship, number one. But it's a really, really nice scout ship. It's not like mega powerful or anything like that. Like, here, I'll put it as a low preset. So, like, good hull strength, good boost speed, good travel speed at the most basic level. I mean, you can put an all-around engine, get it to here. Let's see here. Let me pull, we'll give them like a medium. Oh, and when you use their stations, they have access to a lot of the different modules. As far as the guns, it's going to restrict you just like everyone else. Yeah, so an Alliance military equipment license. Yeah, so you needed a license through them to use the more advanced guns. But, you know, it's got the basic, like, pulse lasers and stuff like that. I think just the look of the ship is amazing. Plus, it's like, you've got this here. You can, you know, you can put Paranid engines on it and stuff. And go from there. But yeah, this is a really, really nice kind of starter ship. So if I were to put this at a low preset, so this ship at a low preset, just with all the generics, is about 219,000 credits. It does too, like, it looks like a stolen drone from the Galentian. Yeah, it kind of does. And it's really cool. Like, the flight deck is this open cockpit right here. Here, let's buy one. We'll fly this around a little bit. We'll use the Argon stuff, because that's what we're doing here. So we'll go there. We'll do the all-around thrusters. We'll give it a Mark II shield. I don't have a license with them yet, so it's going to cost us money. Actually, you know, well, no, I'm not going to worry. Well, yeah, because we don't have a lot of cash. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go minimum preset. And then we're going to go to the Argon. That way it's 152,000. Then we're going to go to the Argon equipment dock, and we'll buy a bunch of stuff there because we have actually the licenses for this stuff. Let's see here. Menaleki, how's it going? Hey, welcome to the stream. One thing I do need to do for you guys, just as a note too, you're gonna notice, like, obviously I can see all the chats and stuff because I've got all this here. What I'm gonna be doing over the course of the next few days is I'll be able to get a combined chat that I'll put on screen, because I was under the impression that Twitch, which they used to not like this, they didn't want you to do like combined chats on the screen on Twitch because they didn't want people to see that, but it looks like they changed that, so now you can actually put the combined chats up there. So the next time I stream, hopefully I'll be able to have the chat right up on the screen for you so you guys can actually see that. So let's see, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go just the most basic that you possibly can, and we're gonna fly this ship over to the Argon equipment dock, and we're gonna use this one. I really do like this ship. What else do they have over here? The Nodan, yeah, that's their specific one. Let's see here. So that's the Nodan. The Callisto, that's just a regular. The Magpie, that's not unique. Okay, so it really is just that ship that's gonna be unique to them. Although, the Tethys? Is the Tethys unique to them? I'm not actually sure, but anyway, you can get a Tethys here as well. Medium ships, these guys will have your tugs, so your salvage boats they sell. The Demeters, these are some of the basic transports. I don't think they have their own unique. This Vulture, I think, no, that's not going to be a unique one, so... Yeah, so that's going to be it. That's their unique ship. Is going to be the Nodan. Now, I probably would like to get... Well, let's see. Let me look at what we got here. So the Nodan, I went and got the Sentinel. Is that the one I meant to buy? Let's see. So go to small. Yeah, so the Sentinel fighter... Actually, I think I wanted to get... Like, if I go to the low preset, 3100 travel speed, boost speed 2500... If I go to the Vanguard, that's got slightly lower hull, but this one actually is going to be faster. No, that's pretty close. We'll be fine. We'll stick with what we got there. Alright, so we're going to fly this ship back to the equipment dock, and we're going to kind of mess around with it. But anyway, that's Alliance of the Word. This is where their station's located, so as you're starting out in the game, if you want like a good variety of kind of cool ships, they've got a whole ton of them there. My first real shock was how much cheaper Argon miners are compared to Terran ones. It's actually made me restart. Yeah, Argon's affordable for sure. Although the Terran economy is desperate for minerals. So like setting up a mining outpost or having auto miners in Terran territory, you make a killing. So... And that's one thing, if you're not restricting yourself to race, you can go find like the ones that have the best cargo, the ones that are the fastest, whatever you want from whichever race you choose, and then you can send them wherever you want to go. So it's totally open for you. I don't see it if you do. I don't see it if you do, but do you have a link anywhere to your Twitch? Oh yeah, I'm just under Diamant.
Your cargo is secured before departure.
I'll get you one. Give me just a moment. There, that's it. That's the Twitch. Yeah, so this one, nice little ramp here, but it's got this like really, really open cockpit, which is just awesome.
Sentinel.
Although I might have broken the rules, it gave me Talati pilot. We're gonna pretend this is Argon though. This isn't Talati. That's not a Talati boat. There's no way. Alright, just so that I've got, in case I get distracted again. This is where we're heading. We're gonna head to the equipment dock and get this thing upgraded.
Travel mode activated.
Oh, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate it. Baldy Borko, welcome to the channel. Now this is gonna be, like I said, it's not gonna have the kind of guns that like the Quasar and stuff is gonna have, but I do like this as a starter ship, meaning like if you're just starting off in the game, you're trying to figure out, okay, what ship should I upgrade to? This is really, really good. And there's a version of this, I mean, there's a Sentinel and the Vanguard. One has better hull, the other is slightly faster. But they're really, really cheap.
Entering Trinity Sanctum.
And they look amazing. Like if I go into the cockpit, like you can, as you're looking around, you can just see everything.
Entering system. Right promise.
Now, once we get some good modules on this, we'll see how it'll actually perform.
Autopilot. Entering system.
Alright, so let's set the autopilot there. Where is my envoy? Where is it heading? Okay, so it is set to dock and wait at the equipment dock. Okay, cool. That's exactly where I would want it to go. Yeah, well, yeah, the DLC, yep, exactly. Yeah, you can go with the Cutlass, or you can go with the, I'm kind of brain farting right now, but it's like, there's the medium, timelines ship. That's up in, Getsufune. That ship is awesome, too. Honestly, I think too, if I do like a Terran run one of these days, if I do a Terran run, those two ships are ones that I would go, yeah, the Odachi, yep. Those are two ones that I would go straight to. I didn't do it with this run just because I wanted to be somewhat strict with the theme, because I kind of feel like the Odachi is almost like ridiculous. It's so super powerful. Like where the Envoy doesn't have the firepower, the Odachi has the firepower for sure. Yeah, it just looks great. It reminds me of some of like the Galente almost logistics ships. Have that kind of look to them, sort of. But yeah, in Eve, most of my points are in are spent on Galente ships because I absolutely love them. And even when they were the ugly ones, I still liked Galente ships for years and years when they were the ugliest ships in any space game ever made. And now they're just absolutely gorgeous. I was flying a Deimos around all day yesterday, and it's just you just stare at the ship and you're just happy.
Docking target is too far away. Docking granted.
I never played Fractured Space. I miss the ships from Fractured Space. Yeah, I never played that game. I don't think I have a docking computer on this thing. I think it's like totally bare bones. Honestly, guys, I don't even mind as far as like messing around today. I don't even mind us just kind of wandering around, messing around with some of these ships, experimenting with them.
Flight assist deactivated.
My two... Okay, where am I? Come on. Okay.
Engine stopped.
What is this ship trying to... Okay. It's so sensitive. Alright, so let's stop.
Engine stopped.
Let's go down. Let's get to the right height. This is responsive.
Flight assist activated.
I don't know why I'm struggling so hard with this. I think it's because, like, this ship will just respond to anything that you do. Okay, am I too high? Like, what is the problem? There we go. God, it's usually not that hard. Alright, so let's get some actual equipment on here. So we're gonna go all around. Just because I do want to... I hate having a travel speed so low. I hate having, like... I do want, like, the boost speed and stuff. But I hate, like, having to slow boat everywhere. With a god-awful travel speed. So we're gonna go all around. For thrusters... What I'm gonna want is strafing speed. Is really what I want. So, like, this will have the highest strafing speed. For shields... We'll go with a Mark III shield. It gets us up to 1900. That's kind of beefy. So weapons, and we can do anything we want here. We're only going to have 2 weapons. As much as I would want to do the ions, it's just they're too slow as far as hull. The shard battery is what we were using a second ago. That's that kind of like shotgun kind of spray. And then something like this, yeah, sustained DPS is not good enough for those. The plasmas, I mean, these things will hit like a truck. They're really slow, though. Let me lower this so we can see everything. Like, I only got the fire rate is 0.4, so we're not going to have a ton of shots. But it does have some decent burst and sustain. And then you have the Gatling guns, which would be these ones right here. Let's try this out. Let's, okay, so this will be... Let's see, shield and hull damage. These beam emitters... Although, yeah, they're gonna be... Like, if you look at the sustained DPS on these, they're not very good. As Fractured Fate was a bit like that. The devs went to the World of Warships guys, so I was hoping they'd come out with a space... Oh, gotcha. As Fractured Space was a bit like that. MOBA space game. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try the, like, how does the, so bolt repeater compared to, let's say, the pulse laser. So this is kind of just an upgraded, we're gonna try this out. And actually, maybe this will be a nice little experiment for us today. We're gonna be fighting smaller stuff, obviously, but let's try to do these two. And we'll see if we can pick some fights with some smaller Xenon. And then, we'll just get everything here. Yeah, see, we're spending all of our money on it. That's okay, though. For crew, we're not gonna worry about it. We'll pick up crew. Alright, so that's gonna take almost 2 minutes to do that. But anyway, we'll pick some fights with some, smaller Xenon and see if this can actually perform. From a mission perspective, we should have hunt for a Xenon ship, Xenon turret push, Xenon fleet elimination, and then there's clear the way. I'm gonna go with the difficulty. We don't have, if it's gonna be a hard difficulty, I would imagine we're gonna be fighting a lot of stuff, which is something we can't really do. Let's go to module descan and then satellite placement. This is an easier one, obviously. Sensor gap needs plugging, improve allied sector defenses, deliver a specialist to the front. And then let's see here. High yield resources. We're not going to do the resource stuff. You get a lot of paint mods with these ones too. So you can do a lot of customization if you wanted to. Let's do this first. Module deep scan and then satellite placement. We'll do this first because that'll get us into Xenon territory. And then we'll do a little more combat. So this will let me get in there and then do a few fights. Yeah, see, it's having us go all the way up here. I'm guessing that's a station. Yep, there's a Xenon station that we've got to scan. So that's going to be kind of dangerous. Alright, so we got a minute here. It took a long time for that upgrade. Alright, so far, stream actually looks pretty stable. which is incredible. And then for these guys, let's see. I thought I had another... So unstable crystal, let's see here. Destroy scale plate. Oh, okay, well if we run into any... We can actually go find some scale plate and see if we can hold up against them too, because that'd be another 400,000. That's just clearing out mines. This one here, we've almost finished it, so I only need 2 more Xenon ships and we'll get 300,000 here. I usually stockpile missions like this, because then as I run around, I can grab them. If we're at a station, if you see something like this, I would just take it, because like you're gonna be at stations all the time, and say you're at a station and that station's got like 20 or 30 rare spices that they'll sell you, so you just grab them. You know what I mean? And you got 2 missions that you can fulfill, just with those 2. So okay, so we need to fight Scale Plate, and we need to fight Xenon, and then we're gonna do these intelligence missions. Look at the payout on these things. And then for this, deploy 1 satellite at the target position. So it's like 400,000 for this one, 320,000 for that one. And these are really, really easy missions. Plasma cannons seem to be too expensive torpedoes, only good at wrecking stations. And they're slow. Like a lot of these weapons are like massively slow. So it's like if you've got, like if I'm in a little fighter, and if I'm in a little bit of, if I'm in a fighter, and I'm fighting some of these like little tiny ships that are warping in and out, I'm not sure how I would actually shoot them with some of these plasma guns, so that's kind of a problem. But if I was doing a bombing run, like say I had a ship where I'm like, okay, my job is to go in and start taking out surface elements or taking out engines on some of these freighters and stuff, it would actually probably do a really, really good job at that. Delay. Oh, is there like a chat delay? Like a little bit of a delay coming up? Everything looks good. I am keeping an eye on the stream, so everything looks okay, YouTube-wise. Let me check while I'm waiting for that to finish. Let me make sure Twitch is still up. Okay, so did it do it? Yes, it did. Alright, so let's undock and let's head out. Okay, we look good. So Twitch is still up and running. Alright, so it looks like I fixed the problem. So at the very least, it was awful to have all that happen at the beginning, but it looks pretty clear now. I just love... I love that aesthetic too. Like I always, in every game I want Gatling guns to be awesome, because Gatling guns are awesome. Let's see. R Ruiner R, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Didn't know you were on Twitch too, like its interface better. Yeah, no, I'm on Twitch, yep. I actually did years and years ago, it was a long time ago, like probably like 7 or 8 years ago, I streamed for a little bit. Would do like Ark Survival Evolved and a few other things like that, but I haven't streamed forever, so like I've got to get all of that like dressed up. Like all like the backdrop and the graphics and stuff, none of them look good, but I just want to make sure it works, and so far it looks like it does. Yeah, but I did it a long time ago. Yeah, you can see the difference. Now that you're no longer at 7,000 meters a second, it's like, oh, it's so painful. But life goes on. Been gobbling up your X4 YouTube content. Like, good. Well, I appreciate it. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I think I've got probably 800 or 900 hours in at this point, something like... I actually have to double check. I have to actually double check. I know there's guys that have like 5,000, 10,000 hours into this game. But I think it's enough to at least give you guys... Oops, I didn't mean to catch the highway. Get off the highway. It's at least enough to give you guys some useful info. Alright, what are we doing? Oh wait, we're scanning the module. Alright, so there's gonna be like 1 billion of them on the other side of this gate. Most likely. Oh yeah, look at them. Oh yeah, they're gathering. Actually, you know what?
Travel mode deactivated.
They're gathering up and getting ready to come through.
Elite Vanguard.
So maybe we do a little fighting.
M.
There's an M.
Flight assist deactivated.
Okay. Oh wow. I was totally not expecting
Flight assist activated.
him to charge me like that.
Flight assist deactivated.
Alright, so let's do a little bit of strafing. And see if we can get...
Travel mode
See, I don't like...
activated.
I think if they were gonna fix the...
Flight assist activated.
I think if they were to make an AI change, in my opinion, for this game, is they should have the enemies commit more. Because here's a guy right here where we're fighting him, we're engaged, we're each doing damage to each other, and then just out of nowhere, he'll just dive off and just suicide into a station. You know what I mean? So that's kind of frustrating. I think if they were gonna change, they did a good job with the big ships. I think the little ships need to commit to a battle a little bit more. But if they're all gonna head towards these stations, then let's head towards the station. CPU, hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Travel mode deactivated.
I was kind of waiting for these guys to just come pouring through, but it's like
Travel mode
one or two at
activated.
a time. Alright, well let's see if I can get engagement
Travel mode
here.
deactivated.
We'll line up a shot. There we go, we got some damage on him.
Travel mode activated.
And let's see, does he just leave? Or does he stick around? Alright, well. See, this does fine. This is a lot better than the medium guns that were on, like those shotgun medium guns that were on the Envoy. So I actually like that a little bit better.
Flight assist deactivated. Travel mode activated.
Alright, I don't think we're gonna get anything like crazy as far as, oh, look at this.
Travel mode deactivated.
Alright, what direction is that in? Oh, okay, that's gonna be straight through here. See, that's a lot of them. Let's charge in and see how we can do. I actually thought it was in the system behind me, but it's not.
Thanks for your help.
Now, I should be getting... Yeah, I see you get a little bit of a commission every time you kill something, too. Alright, everything looks still looks good.
Travel mode deactivated.
See, this has really slow travel.
System. Markers cascade.
Alright, where are we at? Okay, so we can actually target this fella here.
Travel mode deactivated.
I'm seeing him on my radar.
Steering mode deactivated. Steering mode activated. Travel
This
mode
is what I would like
activated.
to be able to do, is just get like one or two at a time. We may need to switch to our combat, because I'm gonna need the boost. I'm gonna need this like boost bar to go up faster.
Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, we got a shot. We did a little bit of damage to him, so we engaged. Let's see if he'll... Yeah, good. So he will actually fight, which is nice. That's nice. Alright, so the Gatling guns so far are doing a good job against the smaller ships. What I'm running into...
Flight assist deactivated.
What I'm running into is the boost engine's not giving me enough. Yeah, that's not doing too much. And he's still flying away.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, see, he's gone, and they just fly away. And where's he going? He's just off in space and just forgot about anything.
Travel mode deactivated.
Like, in fleets, you're obviously fine. Oh, see, they're not doing... That's a lot. Like, I'm having to hit... I'm having to do a lot of damage to him.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Yeah, see, his stuff is wrecking my hull a lot faster than I'm doing his. See how it just inches it away?
All damage.
He's getting so much more damage on me. I mean, we finished the mission, so that's good. Now, it took down shields really well, but the hull took way too long. We're also gonna have to like get out and repair here in a bit. Let's get out of this system.
Travel mode activated.
What we can do by comparison is maybe we'll do, after we get back, we'll finish these two missions. We'll get the money for it, because that's going to put us back up to like, I don't know, 7, 8, 900,000. And we'll do those upgrades on the pulsar that I was talking about, and see if that helps us out. This guy right here. Oh, there's an M flying right alongside of us. Yeah, and see, our shields haven't started recharging yet. I wonder if that's like a... We should have had our shields coming back by now. Alright, well, we'll change out... We'll go to the next system and see if changing systems actually does it. But no, our shields definitely should have started recharging at this point. We might get wrecked, because we don't have shields. Oh boy. And we'll probably get pulled out of travel speed. No, I think we'll be able to blaze right on through. Okay, cool. They're too slow.
Entering Arcos Cascade 17.
Oh, they don't in that sector. Oh. Oh, yep, see there, our shields are coming back. So that specific sector? I was totally not aware of that. Is that a bug, or is that just a special feature of that sector? Alright, we are gonna need to repair though. So let's get out of range of everybody.
Travel mode deactivated.
I don't know if I'll have enough time to actually get out and do a whole ton of repairs, but let's see if they'll let me do it.
Node in. Sentinel. Engine stopped.
Alright, keep an eye on my radar so I don't get jumped here. That's normal. Warning, hazardous region detected. Any hazardous region does that. Oh. See, I did not know that. We'll get us back to like 80%, just so that I've got a little bit of buffer. Because we're going to need to fly in pretty close to this station to scan it, and then be able to fly right back out again. And I think the last time I did this with the Envoy, and we took quite a beating. And the Envoy has like 20,000 shields. Okay, we'll call it good there.
Granted. Node in. Sentinel.
So I'm starting to think the Nodin is probably a really good
Travel mode
start of the
activated.
game, like beginning of the game ship. but it may not be good for like larger scale like tussles. Because if it was having that kind of trouble getting through the hull on the M, it will probably have the same trouble getting through the hull on some of these pirates. If I run into like 7 or 8 of them. Exactly. Like, we're gonna buy like 3,000 of these, and that's what we'll use to take back Earth.
Awaiting orders.
Alright. Now, the question becomes, am I able to do this mission in this boat? It's gonna be... Okay, so there's no ships around, so that's a good thing.
Scan mode activated.
Oh yeah, there is. There's a ton of ships around. Oh, those are the drones. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Good lord. Nope. I don't think there's any way. We'll get some of the shields back. I'm gonna get my shields back a little bit. And my boost back just a little bit, and we're gonna take one more run at it and see if we can get through. But I think we need the envoy for this ship. I'm not sad, to be honest though, I'm not sad that the ships that pay this kind of, or sorry, the missions that pay this kind of money are forcing us to use actual good equipment. And what's funny is you get so spoiled with certain things, like, okay, so they're all up there.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, we're gonna dive in.
Travel mode deactivated. Scan mode activated.
Can we do it? Can we do it?
Hull damage.
There's no way.
Travel mode is not possible.
Yeah, I can't do it, because I can't stick around long enough for him to actually get the scan in. Alright, so we're gonna need the envoy for this. Alright, we'll get our shields back, and then maybe we'll get into, like, another...
Travel mode deactivated.
Oh no, don't deactivate it. We'll get into maybe another fight or two with a smaller ship as we head back, but we'll swap out. And we'll get the envoy to finish this mission and fly over, and then we'll be able to kind of upgrade the pulsar. You get so spoiled. You really do. Like, I'll be honest. Like, you get so spoiled with some of, like, the incredible ships that are in the game, like some of the super overpowered ships, that you get to a stage here where you're like, all right, this little tiny thing, is this actually gonna work? And sometimes it's like, nope, not gonna work. Yeah, we'll get this guy repaired too. But yeah, first few hours of the game, I would recommend this ship. It's really nice. It's a really neat ship, and it's just gorgeous. Can you use the envoy and chain signature to Yaki? Not to, well... Oh, she has Xenon ships and stations with no aggro? I don't know, to tell you the truth. Let's find out. That is a really, really good point. You definitely can't change to Xenon or to Ka, but yeah, you might be able to change to Yaki. We will find out. If I can get one by itself, then we'll do that. Oh, there's an SE. This is a medium though. I don't know that we can handle it. Let's try it.
Travel mode deactivated.
Did I get it? Oh wow, oh no, we got a bunch of... No, let's get out of here.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, that was a bad idea. Oh yeah, all of them are gonna come piling over. We definitely can't try to take out that SE.
Danger. Entering Argus Cascade 15.
Alright, how many of them are around? Oh, there's an SE
SE.
by itself, although he's slowing down for the station. I don't wanna fight him with the station. Yeah, see, these guys are turning around. All right, so maybe we'll see what's on the other side of this gate.
A tick fast choice.
Oh, statement, not a question. Okay, so you can use it. Okay. That's sort of crazy. Alright, well let's get this mission finished up and we'll get some cash in. And then we'll do our upgrades on the pulsar.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
And then I think we finished up... Yeah, we finished up one of those missions just a moment ago. I think the one that wanted us killing Xenons. And I think once we get on the other side of the gate, we'll just keep our eyes open for any more of those types of missions.
Entering system. A tick fast choice.
Yeah, I don't see anything there. Two-star pilots. I kind of don't want to get rid of my pilots, to tell you the
Travel
truth.
mode deactivated.
Paying 900,000 for it though, that was pretty
Travel
good.
mode activated. Entering a tick fast choice. 3.
Well, it was a good run. Good try for this one. I do think I'd have to do some comparisons to see if... Like, I don't know if this would actually... We'd have to do some side-by-sides to see how this would compare with some of the other ships. Like, would you make a huge fleet of these? Like, would a ton of these be effective, or would you go with just some of the other Argon ships? Like, if you weren't flying it yourself, I feel like there's a few of the other ships that you would use instead of this to make a huge fleet, depending on the cost. It really is. It's a gorgeous ship.
Travel mode deactivated. Docking granted.
In case you're wondering, you'll see him walk by here in just a second. It was totally the cat's fault. Totally not my fault. Alright, so let's hop out of here.
Docked.
And then let's head over to the envoy.
Node in. Sentinel.
Oh, is the envoy not here? Where is the envoy? I thought this was the place where he was supposed to be going. Oh, he's over here. He's in second contact flashpoint. Oh, I thought he was over. I thought he was over in this. Alright, well, then instead of waiting for him, we'll get him over here so that he's where we need him. But we'll actually start working on the pulsar. Which the pulsar should be here. Yeah, it's right there. Alright, is it in space? Oh, it wasn't even docked. It was like floating out in space. Why were you not docked? Anyway, we'll let him land and then we'll hop over. So we'll go to the pulsar. Like I said, I think with the pulsar, I'm gonna do two of the. I want to be able to cut these engines off because I just, from a quality of life standpoint, I can't stand that they constantly like warp away from you. So I'm gonna have two guns that'll cut that off at the very least, and then we'll have four of them that hopefully we can chip away through the hull and everything else. Yeah, see, there he is right there. Wait until you get situated. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted that to be... It's good. It looks amazing and it's good, but I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to really tear everything up, and it kind of didn't.
Fast traveled. Pulsar, Vanguard.
Alright, so let's see where you are at. So there's the pulsar. So we've got an all-around engine just for keeping me and giving me my travel speed. Which actually... Let's see, boost generator, boost recharge. Well, I hate to do it, but let's do it. Let's get this combat engine in here. Just so that I can get that maximum boost and the acceleration and everything, because we're really going to need it. Thrusters we won't care about. The shields we're not going to upgrade for the moment. Let's see here. So this has all pulse lasers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an ion blaster here. And then put an ion blaster there. That'll just wreck their shields. The shields will be gone almost instantly. And then from here, we'll do these Gatling guns. I don't know if can I even afford that? Let's see. No, I can't even afford to do that. Okay. So let's we'll stick with the pulse lasers for now. And we'll come back a little bit later when we've got more cash. But I think those ions on the outside will actually help us out quite a bit. Other than that, he's pretty well loaded. I don't have any crew for it. That's okay though. It did take some damage somewhere. Okay, and we'll give that a minute to actually actually get done. And then by the time this upgrades and we fly over, the envoy should be done. I mean, I think that's that's cool where you can do a transponder into the Yaqui. It's almost a little overpowered to be honest, but I don't mind that actually being a trick. To be honest, I was more excited about it when I didn't know that was a thing. So it felt cool because you discovered something, and then when I think about it, it's like, well, okay.
Please halt. We will be scanning your cargo hold. All clear. You can be on your way. I am a law-abiding citizen.
But yeah, but as far as like the envoy and stuff, like so far, especially since these like weapons rebalances, I haven't had a lot of fun using it as a combat ship. So I don't know if you guys have had like better luck than I have, but for its scouting abilities, it's amazing, but I haven't had a lot of fun like flying it in a fight. I suppose that wouldn't be a bad thing though. Like if they're going to be rebalancing everything, at the very least maybe they can start going heavily into specialization. Like maybe the game needs a little bit more of that. Maybe like certain ships are really, really good at certain things and just really bad at all the other things, instead of everything kind of being in the same boat. Which sometimes it feels like that. Sometimes it does feel like, from a ship balance standpoint, some things are just awesome and just really good and the clear winner at most things, and then most of the ships, once you get past a certain amount of time within the game, most of the ships in the game kind of fall off. Unless you're trying to buy them in bulk and make huge fleets. So let's see if... Yeah. Alright, let's split up the weapon groups. So we're gonna have... So group 2 will be just the ion blasters. I don't know that I would ever actually need this, but I'll have a group 3. I'll have a group 3 that's there.
Primary weapon group 1 selected.
There we go.
Primary weapon group 3 selected. Primary weapon group 4 selected.
Alright, so that should be everything. Wait, why are they not...
Primary weapon group 2 selected. Primary weapon group 1 selected.
Okay, they are firing, okay. For some reason it didn't look like those lasers were firing, but they are. And this is the only like issue when you have like a boat like this. Like this is at 2,900 meters per second. It's just painful to actually have to fly across. So it's like this is something you kind of have to deploy and have waiting for you in a combat zone, so you can just jump into it and then fly.
Travel entering. A take fast choice. 1.
Okay, so we have the envoy at the station. Let's see, is there any major combat? Well, there's a couple things around. Let's test it out on the F here.
Travel mode activated.
If it'll let me. I think it'll get wrecked by this station before we get to him.
Flight assist deactivated.
I mean, it did some damage. Although our main guns aren't very good. I mean, the blaster did their job. Okay, so here's a...
Flight assist activated.
Nope, the SE went out of system. I'd like to be able to try out like a medium ship as well.
Travel mode activated.
Let's get through the gate.
Travel mode jump gate. Arca's cascade. N.
Let's get around. Yeah, that's way easier to use. Alright, so what's waiting for me on the other side of this gate? That's not... Oh, well, we got a lot of them here. Okay. Alright, let's go through, and we'll do a little bit of fighting. We'll probably have to leave, because they'll...
Entering system.
Just via attrition, they're gonna chip away at our shields.
Activated.
But this is a nice group of 3 here.
Travel mode deactivated. M.
I gotta be careful, though. I can't be wasting my
Flight
boost.
assist deactivated.
Because if I turn off flight assist, I'm gonna be relying on my boost.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Travel mode is not possible.
Yeah, we gotta get our boost back a little bit. Yeah, see, just like that, the shields are gone.
Activated.
Alright, so let's head back through the gate. We're definitely not gonna be able to use this ship for scouting.
Danger. Hazardous region. Jump gate. A take fast choice. Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist activated.
I kinda don't wanna... I don't wanna use any boost until I have to. Yeah, we should be
Travel mode
fine.
deactivated. Entering system.
Yeah,
Take
shields
fast
won't
choice.
recharge and hazard sectors, yeah. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see how it would actually perform. Let's get that
Envoy.
mission... Let's get that mission
Travel
cleared
mode
up.
activated.
So we'll get into the envoy. And yeah, it looks like we'll... I actually had no idea you could tag as the Yaki, so let's tag at the Yaki, and that'll put this into... I mean, that'll let it just fly through the sector. I mean, that's almost easy mode at that point.
Docking is not possible.
Aye.
Arcan defense platform. Docking granted.
What we need is for them to come flying through that gate,
Successfully
like in
done.
large numbers, so that we can dive into like a really big, like a really big combat session. I need to make sure also that my pulsar isn't... So if I go to behavior, let's just remove. I just want him to sit wherever I put him. And then for the envoy, let's, yeah, let's get rid of that too.
Fast traveled.
Is there a lot of combat? I mean, I see the lights going off. Oh no, there's only one or two of them. Well, actually, I take it back. They are starting to pour through here. Let's actually, let's head back to the pulsar.
Fast traveled. Pulsar, Vanguard.
I wanted a whole bunch of them to be around so we could fight, and it looks like we've got that. I know this is supposed to be like mission running, but it's like me, at this point, I'm just screwing around. I just want to fly ships and fight things. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of them coming through, and we will get our shields back at this point. Let's go for the PE. Will he stop? Or is he gonna just blaze right on through? No, he's just gonna go through.
Travel mode activated.
Well, let's see. We might be able to, if I can get some damage on him.
Travel mode deactivated.
If I get some damage, there we go.
Flight assist deactivated.
Ooh. Yeah, we definitely gotta get cash and upgrade the main guns, the middle four, but we are keeping him because of those, because of the beams, he has to stick around, like he can't just warp off, which is great. Yeah, there we go.
Flight assist activated.
And I think we'll start getting some bounties for these guys too, now that we're kind of like police, basically.
Travel mode deactivated.
There we go, trapped.
Flight assist deactivated.
There we go, and here's a PE, which we like. We might, if we get lucky, get a couple of these PEs to bail.
Travel mode activated.
Where's all those? Oh, it's because we're near a station.
Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. Oh, that's right, Hatikvas. You know, you always forget that. For some time, like, I often forget that Hatikva is really just their own faction with their own, Yeah, see, he's at 10,000 meters. Why are you 10,000 kilometers away? And just going off to an asteroid. Like, why?
Thanks for your help. Travel mode deactivated.
Okay, now stop and just take... There you go. Take the guns.
Flight assist deactivated. Travel mode activated. Travel mode deactivated.
Yep, he's gonna do the same thing. Alright, we're gonna chase him. And we should be able to do just a charge. See, he's 20,000 kilometers away. Or 20... Yeah, 20,000. Just 20 kilometers away for no reason. I mean, I guess it's like once the shields run out, they just totally run away.
Travel mode deactivated.
I get it. And I also have the bad habit of letting my guns get all the way to overheat, which makes them charge back up slower.
Travel mode activated. Flight assist activated.
Okay, where's all the fighting? Watching a live stream X4 while playing X4 per way. Appreciate it. Let's say, remember your shield won't recharge. Yep, now I want to test if using Terran cover will allow me to get to Earth. It should. Yeah, that should be, that should definitely be the case. Alright, let's go after... Ooh. Bees are... Well, let's see. Let's find out. We can go get a bee. There's one in Antigone space.
Travel mode deactivated.
Oh god, I screwed that up.
Flight assist deactivated.
I meant to do like this fancy approach and it was just all Okay, well, we got him. I might be... Like, this bee makes me a little bit nervous. Although we've got the help of the station, so... And we're holding him in place. He's lining up to shoot me, and I'm kind of curious how much that's gonna hurt. Although he hasn't done anything yet. Oh, let's see, I let him overheat. I wonder, I'm curious, I didn't kill him, so I'm wondering, I don't actually know if I get a...
Travel mode activated. Flight assist activated.
I don't know if I actually get the bounty for that. I would think so, because I helped him. Okay, so where are the rest of them?
N.
Now this should go down. Okay, got him.
Flight assist deactivated.
What I'm trying to do with the outside guns is I'm just trying to clip him. Just get enough of them to make him stick around and then go after him. Let's see. Are there any other big groups of them? No, they're getting handled. Alright, so what does it look like on the other side here? Oh, that's kind of not that big of a deal. Although the shield doesn't recharge. Okay, so that's kind of the end of like the big bulky attack. So let's head back over and we'll grab our envoy. If I can remember what station he's in. He should be in... Yeah, he's in the defense platform, okay.
Argon defense platform.
Yeah, we'll grab the envoy, we'll tag as Yaki, and we'll make friends with Xenon.
Docking granted.
But yeah, using this ship felt really good. Like, that was fun. And that was without...
Flight assist activated.
And that was without any good guns. Like, the guns we're using are just crappy as hell. They're some of the most basic guns you can get. So, even just improving, like, I will probably put Gatling guns on this. Just because I like using them, and I like the rate of fire. And to be blunt, it's like guns like the Gatling guns, they give you some room for error. So, like, if I've got a shotgun... Oh, actually I need...
Hello.
Yep, you can go here, and then I will assign you to the envoy.
I'm looking forward to working with you.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, let's see.
Hello.
You will go to the envoy, and I'm hiring cheap crew on purpose here.
Thank you for your confidence in me.
Oh, we got like 5 or 6 people here, so... Oh, auto-saving, okay. I want to test
Getting saved.
IRC missiles knock the travel drive out. Not the missiles. If I recall... Oh, okay, the EMP, if I recall correctly, EMP missiles knock the travel drive out. I don't know. I don't do a lot with missiles. I don't know that for sure. You would think so. Perhaps some boron weapons as well. These, like the same type of beam weapons that I'm using on this ship, the boron have access to those too. So yeah, the boron do have weapons that can do that. Okay, so we are almost, should be getting close to a full crew here.
Great. I look forward to my first assignment.
Alright, so that should be good enough. We'll check with this guy.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not
Goodbye.
gonna spend 130,000. A Marine? Ooh, 130,000. Nope. How are you?
Hello.
Oh wow, 2.2 million. Holy crap.
Goodbye.
No, thank you. Alright, so let's head to the envoy. And we'll finish up our mission. God, I love the ship though, like this is just gorgeous. I really like the pirate version of this too.
Envoy.
I mean, I could walk through the whole thing, but I kind of don't want to.
Sir.
Yeah, so we've got 8 out of 9 for the crew on this boat now. Alright, and stream looks good. About an hour and a half. Looks pretty stable on both, so we're doing okay. Okay, so let's get to... Actually,
Travel mode activated.
I don't want to tag as Yaki here. Because the Yaki are not very popular here.
Danger. Hazardous region entering system.
Now, once we get to a point where we can start doing modifications, we should be able to, you know, just have like a really strong combat engine and then just kind of juice up the, I would juice up the travel drive, and then we got a nice personal ship. Alright, so let's do, so our stance, neutral. Let's go to Yaki.
Cover activated. Yaki.
Alright, we're flying Yaki colors.
Travel mode deactivated.
Let's see, are we friends?
Hazardous region detected.
I think we're friends. Yep, we're good. Xenon love us. Okay, cool. So yeah, for sure this thing will be able to tag... This thing will be able to tag,
Mode activated.
Terran so we can head to Earth, like when we want to start scouting it. Sorry I'm late. Oh, no worries. Everyone just kind of come and go, dude. It's totally fine. Glad to have you here. To be honest, Krogan, it's better that you... It's almost better you weren't here towards the beginning of the stream, though, because, I ran into a bunch of technical issues for like the first 45 minutes or so, so it was kind of off and on as I was figuring that out, so... Now, I do have to decide, too, though, when we start taking systems for ourselves, I don't know which ones to take. Because I could...
Scan mode activated.
Nope, I overshot it by just a little bit. I mean, we could fight back the Paranid and start taking some of their systems, or we can fight back the Xenon and start taking these. I mean, I suppose we could just take them all, but... just like that. Alright, so we got 400,000 for that. Let's see, does the mission offers... Yeah, they don't reach this far out. Oh, okay, so it does want... It wants some satellite right there. Okay, so there's another part to this.
Travel mode activated. Empty space.
Yeah, the debate for me is gonna be, I know for sure I want Heretic's End and, I can't remember the name of the system. The one right here, right before you get to Boron. I want those two. But as far as expanding out further, I'm very tempted to start taking some of these systems once we get to a point where we've got a big fleet. Like, we're not gonna do the reconciliation on the Paranid, we're just gonna... Oops, I got distracted and overshot it again. I'm not gonna do any kind of reconciliation. We're just gonna fight the HOP.
Travel mode activated.
Holy cow, we really overshot that.
Travel mode deactivated.
Sometimes you forget, like this thing is like, it's drifty and sneaky fast.
Engine stopped.
Alright, can I stop in time? There we go. Alright, deploy one satellite. Now, we won't tell them we have an envoy. We'll pretend that was, like, very difficult and very dangerous. Alright, so the offers... Okay, well the guild, yes, okay, so the Argon Xenon, so the missions will extend this far out, so we can just accept missions here. Let's see here. Deliver a specialist, intercept and destroy, station engineers. Oh, I don't want to go looking for station engineers. Deterrence, intercept and destroy, hunt for Xenon ship, Xenon fleet elimination. Excuse me. And then clear a minefield. You know what? I don't know that we're actually going to be able to do this. This, I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do, because I don't know what that mission is, but let's go ahead and accept. So intercept and destroy. So there's a specific Xenon ship that we have to go fight, and we're not going to be able to do that in this boat. We're going to need to switch back to our, to the pulsar.
Travel mode deactivated.
Ah. I want to see what that one means, the fleet destroy mission, what that one actually means. Envoy cipher are super useful for scouting, probing, and searching for missions in house space. Now, the cipher is super fast, but I don't think, if I remember right, the cipher can't change its transponder, can it? I thought that was just the envoy. Now, I mean, obviously the cipher being so fast and agile, it's probably good regardless.
Entering Arca's Cascade.
Like, this thing is so beefy that it was actually able to just fly right underneath the station and get hit a million times and do the scanning before it had to leave. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be doing the diplomacy stuff for sure. We're gonna need it. Like, we're gonna try to turn people against the Terrans slowly but surely if we can manage it. We're gonna use diplomats for that too. What I'm trying to do is get some cash together, building up standing and getting cash together so that we have money to build up our HQ and all that stuff. The cipher can change transponder but can't cloak. Yep, okay, it can't cloak. Gotcha. Cipher can change its sig like the envoy. The only thing cipher can do is do the cloak mode. Okay. I've only ever gotten one of them before. Actually, I did the video on it too. I was like, oh my god, I found one. It was within the first like day of this actually coming out, and so I was like, all right, I just hit record and was like, hey guys, here it is.
Hazardous region detected.
I haven't found very many of them since. Okay, so we need to switch back over. So this is, we've got a bunch of like search and destroy. Oh wait, we better. Hang on. No, I know. Yep, I know. I swear to God.
Travel mode is not possible.
Yeah, whoops. Let's change that, shall we? So stance. Oh, well, faction cover none. Am I bugged? Alright, so let's go. Okay, Alliance of the Word. If I say none, they're hostile. Oh, because they'd already started shooting at me. Okay, let's do Argon.
Argon Federation.
Probably because they already attacked me, and so I had that temporary status basically. But let's go ahead and land here.
Docking target is too far away.
I got like babbling and realized that I should probably change my cover. Never done that, yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, like, when you first, probably the first couple times you do it too, it's like you don't understand why they're attacking. You're like, oh my god, this game's busted. Alright, so we gotta slow down so we don't drift. There we go. Alright, so we'll hop back into our slow boat.
Docking complete.
I wonder... Now I'm really curious. I had those temporary hit to my standings. So, like, when I get up, when I get into my pulsar,
Envoy.
am I still gonna be in that standing? Oh my god, are they like... Unauthorized attack. Oh my god, are you kidding? Where's my pulsar? Okay, he's still there. Let's go to the pulsar.
Traveled. Pulsar, Vanguard.
Like, what is... Oh my god, the turrets are attacking. Oh my god. Alright, let me get out of here so I don't die. Jesus. So Hatikva Free League standing. I'm gonna leave it like that too. I'm totally gonna leave it like that so that we have to do it. Alright, you get out of here. Get over here. Just stop shooting people, you idiot. Alright, so let's do... Oh my god. There we go. So I'm probably gonna have to get back into the ship. Alright, where are my... Alright, so we got the behaviors, loadout. Let's go loadout, attack, let's... No, we want to...
Navigation, get us out of here.
Oh, can I just turn them off? Only defend. Envoy destroyed. We just lost the envoy. We can buy a new one, but the envoy has been destroyed. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna change it either. That is the cost of being an idiot right there. You gotta be kidding me.
Activated.
Well, when I edit this down for the YouTube video, I'll leave that in there too. Well, we used to have an envoy, guys. It was a really, really nice ship. Now we're gonna have to make a whole bunch of money and buy a new one. And that whole crew, I can't go in and rescue them right now either because we're gonna get shot. Oh boy, here we go. You choose your young gun start. Yes, I chose the young gun start for this one because it was just a perfect setup for it. You start with next to nothing and your argon, so it's super perfect. Oh boy. That's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. We're just gonna keep on rolling. So we're up to about 1 million. Oh god. Alright, so we are on a mission. We have to destroy a specific Xenon ship. So we gotta go to Silent Witness. Which means we should be getting onto the highway. Now, and I think too, because of those turrets... Wait, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. Get onto the highway, sir. Thank you. Now, the question's gonna be... Okay, scale plate, Terran, Hatikva Free League. Okay, so we didn't lose permanent standing. So we're at +2 still. We just lost our ship. So what we're gonna do... Actually, let's, we should send a ship over to rescue them, though. So let's do this. Let's, let me choose this station and target it. But I don't want to send another ship underneath that, underneath the station. I gotta get my bearings here. I'm trying to see what direction we need to go there. Oh, because I'm in the wrong system here. I already left the system. Alright, well I'm gonna wait. We're gonna wait a little bit. And then I'll send a ship in to rescue the crew and see if that's even possible. Because I won't have enough seats on this boat to rescue that crew. I got discombobulated because I didn't realize I'd changed sectors already, so I'm like, wait, where is that station going? Ugh. It makes me angry a little bit, but it's like, it's my own stupidity, so we're just gonna suffer the consequences. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I did mod out the highways in my game. No, I mean, I get the logic. I actually get the logic behind that, like getting rid of the highways, because it does slow everything down, and it makes the local systems a little bit smaller. You're not instantly connected to all the rest of the galaxy, so it creates a certain effect on the entire map, and that totally makes sense to do that. You need to wait like 15 minutes before you go friendly, yeah. Yeah, we'll wait. And I think those, I don't know if those pilots will live that long out in space. Ah, man, that sucks. Well, I wasn't planning on doing the Hatikva stuff right now anyway. Unholy Retribution. I haven't even opened everything up yet.
Long-range scan mode activated.
believe it's over in this direction, if I remember correctly. Let's see, we are looking for station, 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 object. So let's head in
Object.
that direction.
Travel mode
Oh yeah, you can
activated.
see him now, that's right. And we are going to be slow boating now that we lost our scout ship. It makes exofield mill more like freelancer to me. Yeah, like it's a big, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. With the longer travel times, everything is more deliberate if you get rid of the highways. So there's obviously good arguments for and against it. You can see how it picks up the game pace quite a bit actually having them. So you can kind of see both arguments there. It would actually be neat to do a playthrough without them.
Travel mode deactivated.
Oh, what is it telling me? Oh, I'm looking at the yellow line.
Travel mode activated.
But that's just telling me to go back to the highway. Let's see what system is. I'm trying to remember where...
Travel mode deactivated.
Nope, that's Trinity
Entering
Sanctum.
System. EWAS twin.
Well, it's not a bad thing that we're opening up these sectors again.
Entering system. Trinity Sanctum.
I mean, I could just look up the map online, but we'll do this. We'll do a little bit of this by hand. Oh, is it gonna be... No, because this isn't... Yeah, that's Trinity Sanctum. Maybe it's just the next one over. I always get the names a little bit confused on the map. Guess we should be using the highway now that we're slow. HCS voice pack? What is that? Was it Dineen? I don't know what the HCS voice pack is. Is that where you just give like verbal commands and stuff?
Travel mode deactivated.
Where it's like warp to here or whatever? Weapon group whatever? Oh no, I can't use that highway one. That's for Elite Dangerous.
Travel mode activated.
No, I've never dove into that. Like, you've got that, you got the voice packs, and then you have, like, you can buy, like, the head trackers as well.
Travel mode deactivated.
Let's do
Travel
this.
mode activated.
Let me see if I can get up to, like, 2,000 before. This one is kind of a pain. I mean, you've got one specific Xenon ship and you gotta fly halfway across the galaxy to get to it. Can you send off your own ship crew remotely elsewhere and instead rescue up the survivors to destroy? Well, I don't think I can command, like, the pods to go anywhere.
Travel mode deactivated. Entering system. Unholy retribution.
Oh yeah, it was just the next system over. I'm just being dumb. I guess I should open up this highway. Like, if I go to here... Yeah, see, I can't give him any commands. I can send one of my ships over to rescue him. Like, I can send the H over. But I don't want to... Yeah, see this defense platform? See, it's red still? So we gotta give it some time until it's back to green. And then I'll send another ship over. Like, I'll send the H over to rescue him. Which is kind of funny if you think about it. There's a supposed Yaki ship was landing in there, was shooting everybody in the hangar with its turrets. And then a Xenon H came and rescued all the people that were flying it. So, kind of a strange day for that station. Let's see.
Entering system. IS missed.
Okay, here we go. We figured it out. We're smarter than the video game. Sometimes. There it is.
B. Travel mode activated.
Alright, I just gotta get a shot in on him.
Travel mode deactivated.
There we go. Yeah, the bee hit pretty hard.
Flight assist deactivated.
I think I want to keep... We'll use our strafe just to keep him at bay. He's got a good alpha, so I don't want to... Oh, see, I did it. I went and... I'm gonna try to not shoot these Paranid here. And we'll anger the other half of the galaxy. There we go. That was a lot of money for that small work. Alright, so then there's a PE that we gotta get. Well, I already did that. Okay. Like, shouldn't it update and send me to the next stage? Alright, let's get on the highway here. Alright, let's open up the rest of the highway network here. We'll fly our way all the way around.
Entering
Ah, we won't
system.
worry about any of that.
Access claim.
Yeah, it paid me the money for it, but it's not updating the mission.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Destroy a PE. Does it want me to do another PE?
Flight assist activated.
Turn the flight assist. Oh, that's kind of neat. I realized that we were on the highway and I didn't have flight assist on, so when I exited it, we threw us off at like 4,000 meters a second, which is cool. Let's see here. Can't you send up? He means go to staff and put them on another ship. Let's see. Oh, are they already dead? Yeah, they might be done. We'll never know. Yeah, what you mean is to go here, go to the list, and then just assign them elsewhere. That probably would have been the trick to use. But what I'm trying to see, like, for this mission, why is this not... Maybe I'm just bugged. Destroyed a Xenon PE. Yeah, it says I did it. Hunt for a Xenon ship, destroy a PE.
Travel mode
Unless it's just any random PE ship.
Travel
Like,
mode
it's not like a
deactivated.
specific one. I just have to find and kill a PE. Maybe that's what they mean for this one. Well, let's head back up to Xenon territory. And we'll try that out. I'll just see if I can find any random PE and see if it'll let me kill it.
Entering system. True sight.
Yeah, the second's a PE, but the first one gave me a... Yeah, you're right. It was a B and then a PE, but like the first one gave me like a guide to it, but this one, like I said, maybe it's just any of them. All right, so we'll head back up. we'll avoid the station because we're gonna get attacked. God, I'm so mad that I did that. Now, the only nice thing is it was kind of a base model. I hadn't done like the $2.5 million to do like the engine upgrades and all that stuff on the Envoy, so It'll just be us buying a fresh one when we get to that stage. You could try to save and load it again. Usually works. Something isn't working like that. I think it's, and Mighty, I think that it's a good tip too. I think it's just, I think if we find any one of them, that should do it. But we'll try it out. All right, well, it looks like we're friendly again. Yeah, so it's not red anymore. Okay, so we should be okay there. All right, so now we're gonna head over here and we're gonna see if we can single out a PE. Now, if there's none that, if nobody's really attacking right now, we can probably head in, get out of the hazardous sector, and try to find one elsewhere. Yeah, nothing crazy going on right now.
Activated.
Yeah, beyond the actual, like, travel speed, I like everything. I love everything about this ship.
Danger. Hazardous range entering system. Arcus Cascade.
And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to really fight here unless I can get one on its own. There's a gate up here somewhere. There it is. We'll head into the next system over. Oh, there's 2 more systems here. Alright, we'll go to the right and then we'll go to the left. Yeah, we got a defense platform, an H. Just so many of them there. There's a huge group here. I want them to invade. Because then we can get them in a spot where we've got help. But we'll breeze through here. We might be able to find something. At the very least, we'll get to a spot where our shields will be able to come back, and then we'll see if we can start isolating small groups of them.
Entering system. Matrix. Number 101. Long-range scan mode activated. Travel mode activated.
Yeah, that station's gorgeous. That's kind of it. There's not much in this system. Station down here.
Flight assist deactivated. Flight assist activated.
We'll head that direction and see if we can get somebody isolated, but this one, not much activity here. What is this system like, resource-wise? Oh, it has... Oh, look at that. This is the new scrap that usually drops from Ka. Like, this one actually spawns it naturally. This is a nice system. Ore, silicon, and both of these. And 408 sunlight, so this is pretty cool.
Travel mode deactivated.
What do we got here?
T.
That's a T.
Travel mode activated.
I'm trying to, like, not boost to him, just so I can save my boost before we actually fight.
Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist deactivated.
There we go. Got a shot in on him. I just need to get him frozen so that I can... There we go.
SE.
That's an SE, but I need a PE. I'll take an SE though.
Travel mode activated.
Oh, there's a couple of them over there. An F and M. Yeah, none of the stuff that I need. Alright, so let's head out. We'll try a different system. I mean, the ship is holding up really, really well. Good hunting. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's fun to do stuff like this because it's like, when I do a run like this where it's like I'm restricting myself to only certain groups, you really have to start exploring all these ships that you normally wouldn't touch. Like I would be, just because of the travel speed and everything, I would be using parented ships right now, or maybe Boron at this point. Or I would get so spoiled by the experimental shuttle that I would just be using that constantly. Whereas when I do this and I'm like, no, you can't touch any of that stuff, then yeah, you really start to expand a little bit.
Danger. Hazardous reef entering system. Sargas Cascade.
Oh, is this a...
I think I know where we are. I'm pretty sure those star patterns
Oh,
match
okay.
the ones from the pre-shutdown games. This is the way to the old Federation.
Alright, well, I'm not gonna mess around in split space, really. But let's get through the gate just to open this up.
Travel mode deactivated. Entering system. Family Zin.
Oh, is there a...
SE.
I need a PE. But we'll take an SE. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the split. Obviously, the HOP I'm gonna be fighting. Because they're at war with the Argon. But the split, I don't know if I'll...
Deactivated.
There we go. Oh yeah, I mean this thing's... I mean obviously I'm getting help, but that took a good chunk out of him. I had to split, I'm always at war with them. Yeah, I mean... You know, you have the whole obvious, like, slaver kind of theme and stuff, too, that you should be fighting.
Xenon defense platform.
Well, here. Let's get in nice with them. They'll probably like us if we're... Oh, without slamming into the asteroid. There, we helped. And then we should have, I think this is their build storage over here.
Build storage.
There it is. Although these take a minute, so I don't know if I want to like spend a whole ton of time here. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. We'll let them handle that stuff. Alright, let's head back through the gate, and we'll head back to our home place. God, I'm still mad. Still can't believe we lost our envoy.
Entering system.
There's my PE. Ugh, it's got capital ships around it though. But I mean, that's it right there. Ugh, that's a lot of ships.
Travel mode activated.
Alright, let's stretch it out a little bit. I gotta get away, I can't... Yeah, there's too many there. I'm not gonna be able to take all of them.
Travel mode deactivated.
But I might be able to... Oh wait, my shields don't regenerate in this system. There's no way. Because once the shields are gone, they're gone. Alright, let's head through...
Jump gate. Family Zin.
I wonder if they'll... I don't think they'll follow me through a gate
Travel
either.
mode activated.
I'm just trying to drag, because there's a PE right there, and I'm on one right there. So I'm just trying to drag them out as far as I can get them.
Danger. Hazardous.
We'll hang out by the gate.
Travel mode deactivated.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, the split, yep. They attack the Boron a lot, and the Argon. There's no way. There's no way I'll actually be able to get this guy before I get tackled by all of them. I gotta make sure I keep my... He's running away.
Travel mode deactivated. Flight assist deactivated.
Yeah, there's no way. There's just too much. And I don't have shields. Alright.
Family, Zin.
We gotta get through this gate.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Alright, well, we'll get through the gate. Let's, we'll get our shields back.
Entering system. Family, Zin. Travel mode deactivated.
And then we'll head down south. What is that? Oh, is that
Build
that's the
storage.
build storage. It'd be nice if they would come pouring through this gate, because then we can take them out. I will say, this is kind of a... Having to destroy a specific kind of Xenon ship is a little bit of a pain. But it's not too bad if you can actually catch this mission during, like, an attack. But let's get our shield back. Alright, so there's our shield. The PE? No, I didn't. There's too many. Like, I tackled it, so it was there, ready to go, but there was like 6 other ships that are hitting me, and I don't get my shields back, so
Activated.
we just had to bail.
Danger. Entering system. Arcus Cascade.
Okay, I'm not worried about the capital ships, like they're never gonna catch us. Yeah, see, we got a whole ton of them here. If I can catch a lucky drag... But I think all of them are heading up towards the split. Yeah, there's an H there. Alright, well, let's head through the gate here and see what's on the other side. I should actually drop a... Do I have an advanced satellite on this ship? I don't. I should have an advanced satellite on the other side of this gate, too. That way I can see both sides.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
I don't see any there.
Drop
Oh,
entering
there's a
system.
medium.
Take class choice.
Ah, it's a B. I mean, we'll kill it, but it's not what we're looking for.
Flight assist deactivated.
Ah, are we stuck in the gate? Yeah, we should be able to rotate and stay out. We do need to upgrade the guns on this thing. I hate to abandon that mission. You can only take one of these at a time, but I might actually, given how weird it is to actually get this, that kinda hurt, but that wasn't anywhere near the damage I thought I was gonna take. Oh wow, yeah, okay, never mind. Famous last words. Alright, cool. Alright, let's finish this guy off. I was like, yeah, that wasn't a big deal. Alright, come on, guns. Cool off. Okay, let's upgrade the guns on this thing. And I think what we'll do, just because it's going to be so hard for us to actually find specifically a PE, we'll abandon this one. We'll take a little bit of a hit on it, but then we'll take a little bit of a hit on it, but then we'll be able to get back into business. And I could just get out and repair this, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna spend the money. It's probably gonna cost me like 20,000 for it. Not used to seeing Family Z so strong with SPL. They must have boosted them in the update. Possibly.
thank you.
I do think for sure in the boron playthrough,
Travel mode deactivated.
like if I do, I don't know, I'm getting so far ahead of myself, it's ridiculous with these playthroughs, but I think that for sure, whereas this one's focusing on Terran and stuff, and it's obviously doing Xenon because the,
Free.
it's doing Xenon, of course, because everybody has to fight Xenon, and the Argon is surrounded by them. But I think if for a boron playthrough, it would probably be focusing on the split. Like, it would be just going right after the split. And if we did a split playthrough, it would be conquering all of the boron. So it'd be like the opposite. I think that would be the pair up if I was going to do those two races. All right, so we'll head over, and we're going to upgrade the guns on this. I may get rid of the combat engine and just go back to, like, the all-around engine. Just because it'll give me a little bit faster travel spool up, and it'll give me an overall better travel speed. Well, I mean, it was kind of you gotta admit, it was kind of a free lunch with the Envoy, because we could just tag, we could change our transponder and just go in and get out for free. So now we're gonna have to earn things, which is terrible. Let's see. Oh, while we're here, let's do this. Well, here, I'll wait until I land.
Travel mode deactivated.
One thing I will say, I don't think the Terran, or the Paranid, I mean, the Paranid have some heavier combat ships, but I don't think they have like a gun rig like this one. So I mean, going back to them like I usually do, for the speed and agility, I would really miss having, or miss not having all of the guns I've got on this thing.
Successfully docked.
Okay, so let's get some repairs.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Actually, no, edit. And then let's go to, so let's do this. We're gonna go with the bolt, oh no, hang on. No, we're sticking with the ion on the outside, because that's critical. Those ion guns make all the difference. Yeah, see, that's kind of nice. Even with all the rapid sustained DPS at 911, and I get a little bit of leeway, like I get some forgiveness with these, I like that a lot better. Just as personal preference, these plasma cannons obviously hit harder. I mean, there's no question about it. They're just so slow, and I can only fire once every like 2 seconds. It's like, ugh. Just kind of not my thing specifically. Okay, that actually looks good. And then we also have, I have the repairs on there, right? Yeah, add to the shopping cart. Have you ever tried the RE Emergence or the Star Wars mod? I haven't. The Star Wars mod especially looks really, really interesting. Although you have to admit, with the Star Wars mod, you don't have the diversity anymore of like race and different factions that you're gonna have here. I mean, they may have some sub-factions, but no, I've never tried that mod. Everybody loves it though. Like usually when you mention this game, until recently, a lot of the changes they've made recently, people really, really like. But until recently, if you mentioned this game, somebody would mention that mod. It was like probably the most, that mod is almost more popular than the game itself at certain times, it felt like. At least that was the impression I was getting. Now, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, for this mission, yeah, I don't think we have any choice. Like we're gonna need to, yeah, we need to get rid of this mission. Let's abort. Yeah, confirm that. Alright, so it might be a minute before it offers a different mission for them. So once this is done, we'll head out and we'll look for a guild mission at that point. And to be honest, I still have that. Yeah, maybe we'll go do that. I still have that. Oh wait, I was gonna upgrade the engines. Let me do the engines really quick. I still have that scale plate mission.
Docking granted.
So maybe we can try that out too and see how we can do against like 1 or 2 pirates. This thing should eat them up. That shouldn't be a problem.
Pleased to welcome you aboard.
Okay, so combat engine. Let me see. So we've got almost 1 million. I mean, we could go with this, and then we're not losing a ton. A little bit of top speed. Boost acceleration a little bit. That's not a huge difference, and we gain almost 1,000 meters a second in travel speed. Yeah, let's go with that. Plus we have the cash for it, so. Alright, so that's gonna take 50 seconds. I totally forgot to do that. So yeah, so we'll fly out. Let's grab a guild mission, and then we'll go do that scale plate and get some cash for that. Yeah, and I think maybe like what we'll do is we'll do, like I said, 1 guild mission, we'll do the scale plate, and then once we finish those, I might call it for today. Because I do have to work in just a little while, but I'll have time to finish those 2 missions, I think. And to be honest, and I think as far as the series goes, like I'll take this, I'll take what I have here and do a bit of an edit and kind of condense things quite a bit as far in video form, and I will probably add to it as well. Like I feel like for video format, if I'm gonna be like editing and condensing things, I want to add a little bit more. Alright, so do I have any offers yet? I don't.
Travel mode activated.
Yeah, that feels a lot better. Just that engine upgrade feels really, really good. Alright, and what do I have left for missions that I've actually accepted? That's just going to be unstable. I should probably just stop at a pirate station and grab one of those really quick. We got, like I said, we got the scale plate, we got mines, we got spices. Okay, none of those we're really going to worry about, so let's head over to the guild missions. And it might be a good idea too. We do this, and then the step after that, after getting a little bit of cash together like we're doing here, get the headquarters up and running, maybe the next steps for us should be headquarters and research. Because I think the priorities are going to be getting up and running as far as economy goes, obviously, but we're also going to want to be able to modify some of these ships, like to really get, like, you know, a super powered one that we can use as our personal ship that can do a lot of different things. And once we get diving into the mods, then that shouldn't be much of a problem. So, but we're also going to want to be able to use these EMP bombs. Like, we're going to want to start, I don't want to spend the money on all of these blueprints for building stations, and so what we're going to want to do is start using EMP bombs so that we can actually start stealing some of these blueprints. That's going to accelerate things quite a bit, so that might be the priority after this. Once we've got the missions going, we'll get the economy up and running, and then we got to start research and modifications at that point. We might even start getting into Tides of Avarice kind of content as well. Maybe we'll be doing that at the same time.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Okay, here we go.
Engine stop.
Let me get out of there, just so I don't run into anything. Deliver specialist to the front. Okay, well this is Argon versus Xenon. Let's see, improve allied sectors, defenses. Deploy static defense. And then sensor gap needs plugging. And then deterrence, this will be tech evaluation, turret push, fleet elimination. And then this one's gonna be mining regions, let's see here, satellites required, and detailed Xenon scan. So that's gonna be the scan as well. We don't have our ship for it anymore. Build a military base, we definitely can't do that. Construct wares needed. Let's try this. Improve allied sector defenses, deployed defenses, and then sensor gap needs plugging. Let's see if we can try these out. Let's try this one out. We'll actually accept this one. So let's see here. I said I was going to do the guild, but it's like they offered me. I thought it was actually going to be a little more time. Like, oops, I gotta get in the other one. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer of a time before it would actually let me accept another mission for the Xenon cause. Yeah, the EMP stuff will save you a ton of money. Like, you can't do, but you can't do EMP. You can't do EMPs on, like, on maintenance or like docks and stuff like that, but all of the other modules, the manufacturing modules and stuff, you actually can do that for.
Travel mode activated. Jump gate, black hole sun.
All right, so let me check the time here. Yeah, so I think that'll be kind of the order of how we're gonna do things, I think. I should be able to get this up probably by Tuesday, I think. I should be able to get things kind of cut and pasted and up and get it inserted. My original plan was to use like live streams, like just intersperse live streams into the playlist, but I mean, if you're gonna have technical difficulties and things like that, that's gonna be harder to do. Also too, I don't know how you guys feel about like if you have like a 20 or 30 minute video and then all of a sudden there's a 2-hour live stream, is that something that's palatable or not? And the answer to that might be no. What might be a better idea, and I'm just thinking out loud with this stuff, but I think what might be a better idea is to do the normal episodes where I would, you know, do the editing and stuff. Then just have a stream where we do this kind of thing, just hang out, fly the ships and do stuff, and then as like the in-between content. Because I mean, if I'm just doing missions over and over and over again for a few hours as we try out ships, that's not necessarily anything you need in a narrative series, but I can, with the next episode picking up, I can just say, hey, we did all this, we did that in the live stream, you can watch that if you want to, and then we pick up with the story. Anyway, just thinking out loud for that stuff. One thing I do have, the problem I do have to solve though is going to be this right here. Like 3800's fine, but you want to be, if you're going to do a personal ship, you're going to want something in like the 5,000 or 6,000 meters per second range, just to feel comfortable so you can get around space and actually do your job.